Hi everyone, thank you for watching. Well, I was talking about Ghibli movies the other day with my foreign friend. I assumed that Ghibli movies and director Hayao Miyazaki were very popular throughout the world. But surprisingly, my friend has never watched any of his movies. And actually, I've never watched Pokemon movies and I am Japanese. Well, anyway, I found it pretty difficult to explain a story in short and simple terms to someone who knows nothing about Ghibli. Short and simple, this is important because you can't give away any spoilers. I think there are 3 points we should consider when telling a story. First, who are the main characters? What are their names and what do they do? And what are their personality like? Second, the story, when and where did it happen? For example, it's set in the countryside in Kyushu, 1985. Third, what happens at the beginning and how does this affect the main characters? Finally, give your own opinion and some interesting extra information. For example, it's my favorite Miyazaki movie. It won many awards. I couldn't stop crying. I was very touched. You can't miss at the end. So today I'm going to share with you 10 of the best Ghibli movies, and you have to guess what the English titles are. This is a historical fantasy movie set in Japan during Romaji period. There are 2 main characters, Ashitaka, who is a lost prince, and San, who is a princess called Mononoke. The story is about how humans should try to live with harmony in nature. Mononoke Hime, Princess Mononoke, Princess Mononoke. 10-year-old girl called Chihiro finds an abandoned amusement park with her parents. Her dad insists on exploring the park but fails to realize they have entered the ghost town. Chihiro's parents are turned into pigs, and her second kanji is taken away by Yubaba, who runs bathhouse. Chihiro is forced to work hard to get her parents back to normal and get her full name back. The movie won many awards. 千と千尋の神隠し Spirited Away Spirited Away. As Sophie, a younger millionaire girl, is informed into a 19-year-old woman after encountering a wizard named Haul, and she leaves her home and found a moving castle, where allows travel between 4 separate places, and she starts to live in the castle and works as a cleaning lady. On the outside, it seems like an exciting adventure movie, but it also contains strong anti-war theme and feminist elements as well. ハウルの動く城 House Moving Castle House Moving Castle. It's a historical drama. In 1918, a young man called Jiro wants to be a pilot, but one day he finds that he's better at building planes than flying them. He studies aeronautical engineering at the university, and then he meets a future fiancée called Naoko. Later in this movie, Naoko suffers from tuberculosis. The story is about Jiro's dream of becoming an engineer. It's also a love story set during the Great Kanto earthquake and World War II. 風立ちぬ The wind rises. The wind rises. Sure. who has serious illness, is spending at his mother's childhood home in summer. One day he gets a glimpse of Arietti, a tiny young borrower girl who lives under the house. Arietti lives with her parents, but their existence must be kept secret from humans, as they borrow the items from them to survive. The way in which they use the humans' items are really cute. Humans' selfishness sometimes creates problems for other living beings. 借りぐらしのアリエッティ The Secret World of Arietti. The Secret World of Arietti. It's a very sad and heartbreaking story about war. It tells how horrible the war is. Throughout the tragic story of life of Seita, a teenage boy, and his younger sister Setsuko, they release fireflies into their shelter for light. It looks like the light of hope, but 火垂るの墓 Grave of Fireflies. Grave of Fireflies. It was the first animated film by Ghibli. An orphan boy called Pazu lives in a mining town, finds a girl called Shita falling from the sky, and she has a small crystal pendant. He takes her into his house to recover. Next day, Pazu tells her about mysterious floating island called Laputa. 天空の城ラピュタ Castle in the Sky. Castle in the Sky. Her name sounds like really cute, and the theme song to this movie became really popular. The story is about the fish girl who wants to be a human, and a 5-year-old boy named Sosuke. Sosuke rescues a fish girl, and he called her Ponyo. He also promised to protect her. After Ponyo leaks Sosuke's wound finger, she starts to change into a human. 崖の上のポニョ Ponyo on the cliff by the sea. Ponyo on the cliff by the sea. This is a fantasy film. It's set in rural Japan in the post-war period. A university professor and his 2 daughters move into the old house. The younger daughter Mei discovers 2 little spirits who lead her to the forest, where she meets a huge spirit by the confetti. The spirit has huge eyes and huge mouth, but he has kind smile. The 3 spirits live in the forest, and only kids can see them. How exciting! If I had girls, I would name my kids Satsuki and Mei. 隣のトトロ My Neighbor Totoro. My Neighbor Totoro. The main character is determined, resourceful, and brave girl who inspired me. Because of this movie, I tried to ride a broom to see if I could really fly or not. This is a story about 13-year-old witch Kiki, who leaves her hometown and moves to a beautiful seaside town. There, she uses her flying abilities to earn a living. A black cat called Gigi is a great supporting role. 魔女の宅急便 Kiki's Delivery Service. Kiki's Delivery Service.